First comics I remember was when I was very little. My dad would bring home all the DC comics, so they were all over the house. But as a kid, the ones I enjoyed the most were Sugar and Spike.
Okay. It was what kind of?
Sugar and Spike were simple, like Asterix type comics. Very simple, done by Shelley Mayer, I think.
Okay, I will look for that.
Yeah. So that's my first experience. When I was a little kid, maybe my
Sure.
daughter's age, that's what I enjoyed. Family is everything.
Yes.
I brought my family with me.
Okay, that's
I take my family wherever, whatever convention. I go to very few conventions, but the ones I do go to, I always bring my family. Comics are just comics. It's a job that I absolutely love. I love to draw, but it's a job. At the end of the day, family is what really drives and motivates me. I mean, when I get old and gray, comics aren't going to be changing my diaper. My family is. But you know what I mean, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Motivation.
The motivation was I had been at Marvel at that point for maybe 15, 20 years.
Yes.
And I started, I had a
Mid to late?
early 90s, and I think I went to DC maybe in 2008. So about 15 plus years. It was really just to try something new, because I think, when you experience and try, new characters, it excites you, you may grow a little bit. It was really just
when you were going to work with some characters that were
that are
the biggest
icons,
one.
right? And I went to draw Superman. I did Superman, and then I went back.
So no.
I set out for what I wanted to do. Since an exclusive contract, I've been under an exclusive contract with Marvel since '92, I think. The reason is I love their characters, and I love the people that I work with there. People are terrific people.
And not travels, but just it's like something you dream.
I'd always wanted to do, right? And like I said, I was at Marvel for 15 plus years, and just looking to do something different. Easy question to answer. I think the most important thing about these characters are to tell good stories. Period. The story is the most important part of any
Once you have a good idea.
Whether they're 15 years old, they're 30 years old in a particular story, if it can generate, more good stories, or if there's a reason for it, then do it. If you want to kill them to generate more stories, more good stories, then do it. As far as, you have to respect what's gone on before as far as continuity. You don't want to turn Spider-Man into Wolverine with claws. Maybe for a dream sequence, that would be fun to do.
Okay.
But, you have to respect what's gone on before, but you have to continually, tell good stories, which is really the meat of the whole thing.
Try something new.
Right. And the characters,
Usually, if it is a good idea, it works.
If it works, but the characters also have to remain contemporary, so younger people will enjoy them. I mean, if they've been set in the 1970s all this time, the kids today aren't going to be able to relate to them. They have to be relatable and contemporary.
And also, people that read comic books now are not supposed they have read years of comic book books, yeah.
Right.
So they just maybe last 5 years.
They want to pick it up and enjoy it.
Yes.
You know, if it's their first comic, you're not writing to the person that reads it over and over and over. You're trying to invite new people in all the time.
Sure.
If they don't understand what's going on, then you've lost that one reader, and every reader is important.
So this work, something work.
Well, it gives the creators more opportunities to tell good stories. You know, it's a new status quo for a lot
They
of
are free
characters.
to do whatever they want. So you,
Yeah.
you come back to what you
All
used
new,
to
all
before.
different.
On your different.
You know, new characters that are a better cross-section of modern culture. That's what the new event, you know, all new, all different Avengers are. I mean, you have Kamala Khan, you have Miles Morales, you have, you know, the female Thor character, Jane Foster. These characters, when you throw them together, these are the Avengers. But really what makes these Avengers so unique is their interaction amongst each other. That's what makes the stories fun and interesting. But they're still, you know, they still uphold, you know, the Avengers mindset. You know, they're a group of heroes that have come together to fight evil.
Yeah, sure.
You know, but it's more, you know, like I said before, it's more contemporary. Shake it up.
Yeah, the industry,
Every 2 years they try to shake it up.
more or less. And
But
creators.
first and foremost, publishing is a business.
Yep, sure. I mean,
They're there to sell comics. If the public are buying variant covers, if they're buying new events every 6 months, the publishers are going to keep doing it. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? I don't think it's a good thing. But it is what it is.
it's correct.
Let's hope it doesn't implode again. You know, let's hope you know, the people who are buying are actually reading and enjoying it.
Same thing or something like that.
I think just because technology changes, you have to change and adapt. I mean, technology has...
This is just a curiosity if you did.
Oh, yes, I did. Yeah.
So actually you
Want me to explain? I can explain. They call it digital inks,
yes.
but it's not really inks. It's really photo retouching.
Okay, so you pencil
The pencil very tight, and the pencils are leveled, so they're
by
dark.
hands.
They're leveled on a computer.
Okay, okay. A lot of drawings.
You need it to ink, to darken it, to make it look like ink.
Sure.
But then I go back and, actually my wife does the leveling.
Oh.
JC does the leveling. And then I go back in and do some more touching up, you know, on the computer. You know, inking
Before
kind of,
closing.
right. But what I like about doing it that way is that there's a lot of energy in the pencils. Okay. No, I was just saying that there's a lot of energy in the pencils.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
And when they're inked, whether I ink them or somebody else inks them, it can deaden it. Unless you're my dad, where it makes it great, you know, it makes it better. But it can deaden it. I think my work looks better because the energy of the pencils are still
See that.
retained.
Way
That's correct.
to be sure that it will be 100% what you
Vision.
Yes.
Right. And that's what we teach at the school.
I know.
They teach, you know, we teach every aspect of making a comic. Absolutely. Every 2 years, everything changes. You know, you have to stay on top of what the new technologies are. Every student...
Even in communication, not only...
Oh, even communication, even getting yourself out there, promotion.
Sure.
It all changes. Students are required to buy an art kit. Part of that art kit is a Cintiq tablet. So we teach that. Photoshop, we have Cintiqs, computers, you know, everything. They're required to have a website when they get out. They now submit all their portfolios digitally to everyone.
Sure.
Conventions have exploded. So we teach them how to network via, through conventions,
Feel that is different from you. Do you feel in some way you are a little bit different, or you?
My family, I guess it's because of my dad's style. It's very European. When we come to originally came from Europe. But I don't think we have so much a European heritage, but more European sensibilities.
This is something showed, in my opinion, in your way of drawing, because you have the power of a classic U.S. comic book, but you have the attention and the expression of a European cartoonist. This is something that was in your
Thank you.
No,
I take that as a compliment.
it is because European way of leading family.
Well, like we started out at the beginning of our conversation, family is one of the most important things. I think in Europe, family is very important. For us, family is very important. We open our door to people, like I met for the first time Lee and Sarah.
Yes.
From Cleveland. Very nice people. I said, when you're in, when you come to New York, whenever you stop by my house, come in, and we'll, that's not a shallow invitation. That's a real, I'd love to see you, nice
It's
people.
something I noticed in the United States. It's
Yeah.
really,
So, if that's a European tradition, then I guess, we do the same thing. This is the first time I've come to a convention, 10 minutes before I saw it. Yeah,
so you have no idea
I
what
have no
was
idea.
it?
No, no
I
idea.
just wanted to know if you have an impression of what was the guy.
Not yet. I mean, the last convention I went to in Europe was Lucca, maybe 15 years ago. That's probably a wrong answer.
Probably.
But a lot of people use photographs for reference. A lot of people don't. There's right ways to do it and wrong ways to do it. The right way to do it is to make it look like you didn't use to do your own interpretation.
Once you notice that it came directly from a photo.
Right, then it becomes stiff. Then you might as well use a photograph. But at the school, one of the most important things that we stress is to use reference, but not to be tethered to that reference where you can't do without it. It's good. We all need to use reference. I know what I could draw a person walking towards me, but I would prefer to have a picture, if I have time, a picture of it so I could really see, the little nuances. I could do it, but it may be a little more convincing if I see, the shoelace.
They suggest me to ask just the way they just turn the picture into comic book.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's no, because it's not. It's okay.
Is the picture
You
alright?
can stop it. Can you stop it? Just press here. No, you broke it. I'm kidding. Wasted it.
I think she did break it.
No, I didn't.